Hi guys, what you're looking at here is a little slice of heaven that I decided to pick up a couple of months ago once I made the decision that I was going to start reloading. It's the RCBS Turret Press, and I absolutely love it. It's a great press for the money. Um, After much debate and going back and forth between, getting a Dillon or a Hornady, the RCBS, I did choose this, and it's been working great. On top here, you have a combination of both 45 ACP and 9 millimeter. I've done about 500 rounds of the 45 ACP, and I just started doing the 9 millimeter until I had a little bit of an issue, and that is the purpose of this video. For the rest of the guys out there that might be new to this, like I am, this might save a little bit of time, some frustration, and a whole lot of swearing, because it took me a good 25 to 35 minutes of my life that I'm never going to get it back to try to figure this out. So what was going on is that when I decided that I was going to change over from 45 to 9, obviously I looked at and changed out the seating post, the shell plate holder, made sure everything was set up properly, but I was having a problem with some of the primers not seating correctly. The primers, believe it or not, and from here, I should say from here to here, were flipping over almost 180 degrees, or they were going in on their side. So the primers themselves were not being seated correctly. Thank God nothing happened, other than my pride being hurt a little bit, but the big guy was looking out after me. But I couldn't figure out what was going on. I mean, I took everything apart and I cleaned it. I made sure that the right seating post was there. I made sure that the arm was correct. I mean, the ram, everything was working flawlessly. It wasn't until I took a closer look at the shell plate holder. The shell plate holder, if you'll notice, one on the left that I'm holding is the RCBS. The one on the right is what is from Lee, and it's the one that came with the dies. If you flip this over and look real closely, you can see that on the underside, through the milling process, the Lee has these little ridges here. I don't know exactly why they're there. Maybe it's something to do with how it fits into the Lee. But with the RCBS, it creates a problem. And this is what the problem is. As you pick up a primer, okay, and you bring it to the position in order for it to be seated, the ridges on the shell plate holder, on the Lee shell plate holder, catch the capture sleeve here. And what that does is it creates a little bit of friction as you start to engage the ram. And what happens is, believe it or not, it flips the primer. The primer does a nice job in maintaining it and maintaining the primer, but it flips over, or it just flips on its side. And then you drive that home, and what you end up with is a fouled shell in a dangerous situation. The advantage of having the RCBS shell plate holder, if you notice here, is that it's smooth. There are no lines. And what that allows this feeding arm to do is center each and every time. It's not going to get caught. It's not going to get caught on those ridges, causing any vibration. So once I fixed that, once I changed out those shell plate holders, I've done about 200 or 300 and absolutely no problem at all. So if this is something that you guys have experienced in the past, save yourself a whole lot of time, a whole lot of aggravation, and a little bit of money, and just go out and buy yourself a $10 RCBS shell plate holder that's appropriate for the caliber that you're working on. So with that, if you have any comments, please leave them below. But otherwise, thanks so much. I appreciate everybody who shares their information. For guys like me who do not have anyone to go and talk to, your expertise and your videos, as well as the blogs, are great, and I really do appreciate it. So I just wanted to say thanks. Take care.